Okay guys, well I'm Miss Bearden and this is Welcome to Geometry. Tell me about you. Take a few minutes to fill out the Tell Me About You paper. If you are a student who comes to school, you will get a physical piece of paper to fill out the day that you're here. It'll take about 10 minutes to fill that out. If you are a virtual learner and virtual learners only, go to your Canvas page. There's a Tell Me About You tab. It's a Google form. Just fill it out and submit it. I like to get to know the people that I'm going to be working with. It helps me to remember your name if I can put a couple of pieces of information with it. So here's our welcome Canvas page. You'll see a calendar, August 2020. Then you see little tabs, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When you click on those tabs on the Canvas homepage, it will actually take you to the assignments that are due that day. This will change weekly, so the things that you see this week will not be the same things that you see next week. This is just to help you keep up with your assignments and the different things that you need to do for geometry each and every day. On the right are some little icons for Delta Math, IXL, and Desmos. Most of you know IXL. Most of you probably have used Desmos. In geometry, all we will use is the Desmos calculator on your little Chromebooks. I'm not real sure how many of you are familiar with Delta Math. Delta Math is very similar to IXL in that you'll have to create a login and create a student account, and then you'll just go there, very similar to IXL, and work on the problems and the different assignments that you need to work on. Below that are 3 blue circles. That's a contact me information. So if you need to get in touch with me, then that's where you would go to email me and get the school phone number. So our syllabus, I'm going to give you a paper copy in school. I'm also going to make a copy available online. So there's my phone number at the high school here. My extension is 5312. And there's my email address. Email is the best way to get in touch with me. I always respond within 24 hours unless I'm sick or there's some sort of emergency that I'm experiencing. But quite often you email me and within minutes or hours you're going to get a response. As I said about calculators, you're going to use an online calculator Desmos. This is an online calculator. You can use it on anything that you do in geometry, and if you're one of those lucky individuals that'll have to take the SOL test, you will be able to use it on your SOL test. Some things that you're going to need. A Chromebook. Every day you will be using your Chromebook. This includes the days that you're going to come to school, so you need to bring it with you. A 2-inch 3-ring binder would be very helpful to keep your stuff organized. I'll give you some handouts that when we're here in class we'll do. And if you want to use this binder for other classes, that's fine with me too. You're probably going to need some loose leaf paper, pencils, erasers. You might need some coloring pencils for the class, a glue stick, and some scissors. If you're at school, you still want to bring in your own coloring pencils, your own glue stick, and your own scissors just to keep from spreading germs. Your grades will come from tests, quizzes, classwork, homework, IXL assignments, participations, and possibly group work. Homework will be graded at my discretion. That means sometimes it might count as a quiz grade and you not know it until I ask you to turn it in. Sometimes you will do assignments and not get a grade for it, but it's still very important that you do those assignments. Some rules if you are in the classroom: no cell phones and don't be touching stuff. So you need to be in your assigned seat with all your appropriate materials before the tardy bell begins to ring. We may or may not have bells. I'm not sure what the word is on that just yet. I want you to follow the directions that we're telling you. If we tell you don't touch something or don't go there or don't do this, there's reasons that we're telling you this. We do want you to ask questions, or I do want you to ask questions so that you know what's going on. I do need you to stay in your seat though and have no unnecessary moving around. You need to treat yourself, your classmates, your teacher, and property, the things in the room, with respect. And then you need to maintain appropriate social etiquette. 6 feet apart, masks, hand sanitizers, don't touch each other's stuff. Just, use some good judgment. Don't even joke around with that kind of stuff because it's pretty serious business right now. The saying is, if you're on your feet and moving, then you need to have a mask on. You can take your masks off if you're sitting down. Some more general information. You can keep track of what is being covered through Canvas. All the notes, the videos, and assignments, they're all going to come through Canvas this year. Last year we used Google Classroom. This year our platform that we're using is Canvas. You might need to have paper to take some notes. I'm not going to give you a piece of fill in the blank notes. The notes will all be posted, they'll all be filled in, and they'll all have a matching video. However, if you want to physically write them down and have a copy for yourself, you're going to either need to print those from home or you're going to have to copy them out by hand. Sometimes you might need to work out a problem that you need some paper for, and sometimes you might have to physically write something down and turn it into me if you're not able to turn it in through an email attachment, or if you have to take a picture of some of your stuff and then email me that picture. You can keep up your grades through the parent or student portal. I update it weekly once we get things rolling and moving. It might take a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, before you see some grades to get generated, but do know that typically I update that portal every week. If you're ever unhappy with your grade and you feel like you want to rework an assignment, just talk to me about that and we'll go from there on that. So here's Sheldon. He says there's a big difference between people who are smart and the people who get good grades. So while your grade is important, I don't want you to measure your intelligence by the grades that you're getting in school. Everyone is smart and intelligent in their own way. So this means that maybe you aren't going to be the best student in geometry, but we all have our unique talents and abilities, and that's what makes us intelligent and special in our own unique ways. And I don't know if you've ever heard this, but this is an Albert Einstein quote. He said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." So just remember that. We're not always going to be good at everything, but there are things that we are good at. If you have any questions, send me an email. Be glad to answer anything that I can. I'm usually pretty upright and straightforward with you guys. So if I know the answer, I'll tell you. Sometimes I might know the answer and not be able to tell you, and that's what I'll say. So just send me a quick email if you need something.